My name is Emma Della. I am a senior geophysicist for Rio Tinto Iron Ore based out of the evaluation group. So there's a few subsections within the iron ore group itself, and we're based, I guess, in the stream of production from exploration through to operations. The primary role that I have is taking care of our downhole geophysical logging contractors. So a lot of the work that my group is involved in is drilling holes out in the Pilbara. We also help the international crews as well. Their primary goal is to drill a hole, work out what's actually in the ground. My group comes along and we stick probes down in the hole and gain additional information that'll help the geologists make their interpretations. When I was in year 12, trying to pick my, I guess, university applications, what courses I wanted to do, I knew I wanted to do a science degree, so I picked up the Curtin Uni Handbook, closed off all the other sections except for the science section, opened it up, and geophysics was the first thing I saw. I saw it was also associated with geology. I'm from Tom Price, which is a mining town. It's a Rio Tinto mining town. I knew that I liked rocks. I knew that I liked being in the outdoors. I liked physics. I was pretty good at it. And I did a little bit of research, looked on the internet. They said, you know, travel, job opportunities, obviously pay's involved in there, but getting out of the field was a big component about why I chose to do it. After first year of university, I was a hydrogeologist vacation student up at the Tom Price mine, and we serviced all the mines at the time. I think there were only a handful then. And from there, I actually got in contact with it's my previous team leader now, and she was a geophysicist at the time, and got, I guess, my foot in the door in the geophysics team down here in Perth, and then it kind of went from there. I was a contractor for a little bit, then I was a graduate, progressed from graduate to geophysicist, then into a project role, and now as a senior. I am based out of Perth. It's not a fixed schedule, which is a blessing and a curse. I spend a lot of time in the office. It's primarily an office-based role because I am dealing with data and contractors and I need to be available. But I also have project management opportunities as well that I need to deal with. So I get to break up my office time with field, which means I get to be out in the field, safety boots on the ground with the guys who are doing the work out there. I get to have that kind of rapport with the people that would otherwise just be a name, which is fantastic, and I think it's really valuable for building the relationships and keeping that, I guess, team environment going. It is a fantastic break from the office life. Rio Tinto in itself has provided me with an immense amount of opportunities to travel, not just obviously within the state. So around the Pilbara, we visit all the sites, from the fly camps where the exploration style work goes on to, all the way through to the mining operations as well. I've also had the opportunity to travel internationally. I went over to Simandou in Africa 2010. We went via London and got to work with some technical people in London for a bit as well. This year we're looking at starting up downhole logging in Canada as well. So more opportunities there, and as a global company, obviously the opportunity to travel and be a part of teams in various locations it's there, and people are getting opportunities to do it, which is fantastic. So it's not just talking the talk, they're sending you as well, which is great. Yeah. I've been involved in a couple of different setups in terms of the rostering systems that they operate in. I was fortunate enough when I was on the graduate program to be involved as a rig geologist, like I said earlier. And that was based on a 9 and 5 fortnight out of a camp. It was an experience. It was something that was different. I grew up in Tom Price, like I said. It's a mining town, so I also know what the isolation of living in a mining town is like and the opportunities that are available there. I did all of my high schooling in Tom Price. I got into university, went all the way through, and I'm 10 years out of high school and I'm a senior geophysicist. So in terms of educational opportunities, I don't think you're lacking too much. I also get to live in Perth now, so a lot of different opportunities in terms of lifestyle choices for people to pursue if they wanted to get into the resource sector. You get an unbelievable variety of people working in the industry. One of my favourite things to ask guys when I first meet them out is how they got into the job, like where did they come from, and where they want to go with it as well. And the responses you get are just so varied. You've got people from so many different backgrounds, and at the end of the day, you're both out there standing in the field. We're all there doing the same thing, and yet we've come from so many different backgrounds. And it really does add to the team environment, having the mix of people up there, and it's actually really fantastic to find out, you know, where people are from and what they're about. So yeah. Moving away from the technical and into more the managerial side of things is definitely something that I didn't think I would be too interested in when I first started my career, but now that I've had a kind of, I guess, a taste for it, I've found it's actually something that's really fantastic, and it's really good to be involved in. So I think looking towards the future, it would be in a more managerial type position. Rio Tinto are amazing with their opportunities for further development in the leadership aspect. They have a lot of internal and external leadership courses that you can do. They have a lot of study assistance packages as well if you want to go back to university and get a postgraduate. I have a postgraduate as well in Geographic Information Science, which assists the job that I do with the data management side of things. So Rio Tinto really do, they provide you with the opportunities there to further progress in your own personal development and professional development as well. So I honestly don't see myself as a woman working in a male-dominated industry. I see myself as a hard worker working in an industry that really just needs people who are there to do the job and get the job done and are looking to contribute in every kind of way. And the more diversified the group, the more different ideas are going to come out and more innovation is going to be progressed through that way. I haven't had any negative experiences with it, and that's probably why I've got this opinion that it's obviously I'm just another, I guess, cog in the wheel that keeps the machine running. I just see myself as another employee with my colleagues out there getting the job done. My spare time is usually full of sport. I play soccer for a local women's club, and I also compete competitively with BMX, which Rio Tinto are amazing for. They provide us with additional benefits on the side, such as assistance with private medical cover. They also have additional medical benefits if you're out of pocket. I guess the big win that I get from Rio in terms of the extra benefits is that we actually have something called sports leave. So when I go and compete at the state championships, national championships and international, the worlds, Rio will actually give me additional leave on top of my annual leave. So I don't cut into my annual leave when I get to go and compete and represent the state and the country. So I think it's kind of unheard in a couple of other companies that my friends work for. So I think that's something that's amazing. So yeah. Geophysicists are as varied as there are different types of trees in the world. We work in almost every sector. We work in environment, we work in geotechnical, we work in engineering, we work in the building and construction trade, we work in archaeology. We are definitely in the oil and gas industry, hard rock as well, obviously, that's where I come into it. If you have a passion for travel, if you have a passion for working out problems, if you're a problem solver, if you're a solution finder, geophysics is definitely something that's there. You can be involved in software development, you can be involved in managing type of things, you can be involved in collecting data around the field. It really is, it's entirely varied. And I guess that's probably, when you're starting out, that's one of the big draw cards, is you don't have to limit yourself exactly to one thing to start with. And even along the way, one of my old colleagues, she started out in the oil and gas industry and then moved across to the hard rock side of things, which offers a completely different lifestyle, you know. So it's entirely varied. There's so much to do, there's so much difference in it that I'm not sure you could really sum it up in a short way.